me again. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, Abby's here, and we're gonna try to do an update.
Mommy.
Yeah, mommy. She sees me in the camera. We're gonna try to do an update. Tried to do this yesterday, and Andy got home way early in the middle of me filming my update, and it just threw me off for the entire day. So we're going to try it this morning. She's been good. She's on her phone. She's been good this morning, so I let her have her phone and her games on it. So, hopefully, hopefully it will stay that way. But, I'm just going to show you what I've been working on this week. The first thing I can show you, I'm not going to do a whole big, lead up. I'm just going to show you. The first thing is Barson Loughbro. I know my my main fans, my main peeps are what do you call it? They're rooting for this project so very hard. So this is what she looks like now. Sorry. I'm trying to do this one-handed here. This is what she looks like now. I did the two dogs at the bottom. I finished those the other day. Yeah.
Mommy. Mommy.
And then yesterday
Mommy.
I finished
Mommy.
I finished the bases of these two, I guess you could call them pots, flower pots or whatever. And then these dark little bits right here, there's two in each one. I did those. This same color here is on the tops of these birds' heads. So did that. There's some of that dark. This color here, I forget what the name of it is. Old Oak Tree, I think, is the name of that color. It's the same color here as it is in that crown right there. So I finished that. And I noticed something while I was doing this yesterday. While I was doing those urns, the bottom of these urns. If you look on the pattern, what color are the bottom of those urns? It's yellow. But what color are the bottom of these urns in this one? They're gray, or they're like a greenish gray color. This is the called for color. I don't know what color the person that stitched the model, I don't know what color they used. I think it had to have been either the Ye Old Gold or one of these other colors that are here. They had to have used one of those colors instead, because I used the called for color, and that's what color that is. So I don't know what to tell you. But I did start, I did also start on that bowl of fruit in the middle there. So it's coming along, Not a whole lot left to do. The bird's eyes, there's like a stitch for each bird's eyes. That whitish color is going to have to come back out for the fruit bowl, which is also in the dog's eyes and tongue. Is it the same color? No, actually, I think this red, this red right here. Is it? I'm completely losing it. Anyway. I still need to finish the fruit bowl, and there's some text at the bottom there. And a couple more, stitches here and there to fill in other things. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Let me show you this again. I'm pretty sure so that's where I'm at on it. That's what I have left to do. Yeah. If you notice, the rest of this border is near invisible on the model, which is technically what it's called for. Since this is a reproduction sampler, I'm guessing that's what the original one was stitched with. I decided to stitch it with, I think it's stepping stones. I decided to stitch it with the darker color that's in this design, which is actually, no, that's something different. Anyway, I chose to stitch it in a different color, the border. So that is that one. I haven't picked up Spike's Beagle. I haven't picked that up since you last saw it. And I don't know. I don't remember if I showed Last Stitch Cemetery, but I'm gonna show it. So this is Last Stitch Cemetery. That's the whole thing. I'm like over here on this side. You being a good girl?
Mommy.
Yeah, you see mommy on the camera? So, I'll take the pattern out so you guys don't get a free show. So this is where Last Stitch Cemetery is at right now. I finished out this half of where that black is. Where I was at last time. CHC. This is the start of the word cemetery. And I did the text back stitch on the inside of those tombstones. That's in black, but there's some more back stitching like around the outside of the tombstones. Sorry. There's some more back stitching like around these sections. So I'm just going to, it's in 3371. So I'm going to get that out and go ahead and knock that out today. So that I can put this away to probably next year. I don't actually know if it's going to come out next year or not, but I'm going to finish that up and then put it away. So, bless you. So, there you go. And I forgot to mention, that is on, it's a 32 count under the sea fabrics, something or other, 32 count linen. I don't remember what the name of it is. My brain always wants to say Zephyr, but I don't think that's it. I could be wrong, but it's an under the sea fabrics. I just know that much. Because I was in her Fabric of the Month club for a couple years, back when I lived in Georgia, and it seemed like she always had some kind of this lavendery kind of purple, some kind of lavenderish color coming out. And while I like this blue lavender thing, I don't want a bunch of different pieces of the same coloring with different names. But her fabric is great. Don't get me wrong. Her fabric is great. I was seeing too much of the same kind of color combinations. So I unsubscribed. But that's what that is. It's some kind of under the sea fabric. And Barson Loughbro it's on a solo dye, what do you call it? Silk Weaver's fabric. It's supposed to be a 36 count, but I don't think it's quite a 36 count, but that's what it's technically supposed to be. So a solo dye 36 count Silk Weaver's something or other. And then the last thing I can show, well, I have a finish, and I also have a new start. The finish, the finish is something you guys have been waiting on, I'm sure. I finished this right, yeah. I finished Coffee Quaker. I finished Coffee Quaker. She is done. It is done. So, there you go. You see mommy stitching? But Copy Quaker is done.
Mommy! Mommy!
Yeah.
Mommy?
You see me in the camera? It's Mommy on the video.
Come, Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
Camera. So, last you saw, I finished this part up, did that bird, and I did that green motif right there since you last saw it. And that finished up the entire thing. So, happy to have another finish. So, I do want to eventually get this one framed and hung up somewhere, preferably probably in the kitchen. I don't know. I've heard that hanging things in the kitchen is not good because it has like grease. Because you get grease and stuff flying around the kitchen. So, we'll have to find a different place. But it's going to have to wait until we get in the house, into the main house out there. And maybe I can find a place to hang it up. So finish that. Okay. And then I did have a new start. Although you guys have probably been expecting it. There's actually kind of a funny coincidence that happened with this, but I'm going to tell you that in a second. So my new start. I know, I got to move my hand again. It is living in this mesh bag. I don't know where I got this. I think either I was given it or I got it at the Stitch and Frame. But I keep wanting to think that I got it at Stitch and Frame. So I started Mini Porcelain, artwork by Sheena Pike, charted by Heaven and Earth. And I started it because this little girl reminds me of this little girl. She's just so pretty, and she's drinking her tea, and she's coming out of this little pink teacup. So, I started it just because the little girl reminds me so much of Abby. Don't she? See, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't she? And, funny story, I started it on Abby's birthday, right? Because the little girl reminds me of Abby. And so she had had her birthday party the day before. And for a present, she got this little pink teapot set with the little electronic pink teapot and a couple of pink teacups and some little plastic treats in a plastic tray. But I just thought it was so ironic that the little girl in the design is in a pink teacup. And this year that I've started this for her, she got a pink teapot set for her birthday. It's just ironic to me. It was just such a coincidence. I thought it was funny. But here is my start. That is 350, no, actually, it's like 375 stitches, I think, in there. And y'all, this is my first time using Pattern Keeper and the like cross country kind of method. And I started this Sunday morning before work. And I worked on it for maybe about an hour, a little over an hour, not including the time between. There was like a couple of minutes that I was either threading the needle or I was doing something. But I worked on this for about an hour before work on Sunday. And I got 127 stitches in that hour. So this is going super fast. And I mean super fast. And I love it. So that's 2 colors. That's already 2 colors. So I'm just loving it. This is just, it's so fun. I'm loving working on this right now. And what I want to do, and in my brain, which I know nothing in my brain ever comes to fruition, but in my brain, I both want to have this done within 5 years, or I want to work on this on the 30th of every month. But I was doing some math, and the number of, I added it up, y'all, I promise. It's like 75,582 stitches left after what I've got done now. Or no, total 582 or 587 stitches total. And then subtracting what I've already done, I would have to stitch about, what did I have it figured up at? Like 12,000 stitches a year. No, it was 15,000 stitches a year to get this done in 5 years. Or like 1,200 stitches a month. And I was like, okay, well, let me refigure this. If I can stitch on this every week, then I would only have to get a couple hundred stitches a week on it. But it works out something like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I really just kind of want to pull this out and work on it on the 30th of every month. Because her birthday is on the 30th. So, and obviously February it would have to be like the 28th or the 29th, whatever the last day is. So, but we'll see what happens with this, because I don't want to let this fall by the wayside. I really do want to get some good progress on this. So, yeah. So that is my new start. That is probably going to be added into the rotation, the regular rotation. So, will you guys see it every update? Probably not. But I do want to keep it out so that I can get some continuous progress on it. So I just have a little bit of a mail happiness, stitchy happiness mail call. She's being such a good girl today. But I have my thread floss of the month. You want to hold that? I have my floss of the month from 3 Aisle Threads. And this month, yeah, Mommy's going to show her threads. Uh-oh. So we have, this month we have Caribbean Waters, which almost matches my shirt. Carrie Berry. Cashmere. Really pretty, lavendery blue color. Yeah, that color. Caterpillar. I actually already have 2 partial skeins of that, just from working on Lizzie Kate patterns. Cayenne. It is more burgundy-ish brown than it's showing up, but pretty color. Cerise.
Yeah, Mommy.
Yeah, you see Mommy? No. Sorry. She walked up and started to take the tripod. Caramel. Yeah. Brown sugar. Cauldron, right? Cauldron, yeah. And then lastly, cappuccino. Yeah. So that is the colors for the month. And I'm going to have to wait and get that plastic bag here shortly. So, but that's really all I have to show you guys today. Her birthday was great. I really wasn't expecting everybody to be able to show up. But most of the people was able to come that I was hoping would be able to come. And I think next year, if we have like a little party event again, little party get together again next year, I think I may need to reserve the room for 3 hours instead of 2 hours. Because by the time everybody showed up and we went through the line and got our lunch and came back and eat, and then it just felt like we were rushing to go ahead and get presents done, and then we almost forgot about cake. So literally like the last, I think, 30 minutes before, the end of the time we had the room scheduled for, we were doing cake. So, and then we're trying to take pictures at the same time. So but it was fun. Everybody, most of the people came that was able to come. My stepsister, I have two stepsisters and a stepbrother. My younger stepsister, her oldest son wasn't able to come, as well as his dad, because her son had some kind of sporting event that he was participating in that he needed to participate in. So obviously he wasn't able to be there, as well as his dad was with the son. So but other than that, everybody was able to come. My daughter obviously couldn't make it because she's in Georgia, but my son, he came. And so yeah, she got some good presents she's been playing with, and Halloween was great. I can put in a couple of pictures of her Halloween costume, but had a pretty good year. Last year we started out kind of late. We didn't get out there till probably about 30 minutes or so before the end of the trunk or treat that this church was having. But this year we made sure to get there early. So I think they started at 5:30. I think maybe we got there like 6:15, something like that. And so, but we were able to get some good trick-or-treating in the area, because we live in a small town. We live on the outskirts of a small town. So every year they have like a big trick-or-treating event, like in the downtown, like in the middle of town right there. So but we had so much fun. It was a good weekend. It's hard to believe it's November already. Today is what, November the 2nd? This Wednesday. It's November the 2nd. I do have to work today. I was off the last couple of days, but I do have to work today. So, but I just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick little update. Uh-oh. Did your phone get you? But, yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. And I guess I will see you guys later. Bye for now.